Hi, in my previous video I covered full screen view and split view. But getting out of full screen view and split view does not seem to be as graceful as it could be. So I'm going to take you through a little background, and then we're going to go through mission control to exit out of some of the full screen views and split views that we may be using. So first of all, I'm going to select desktop and screensaver and select hot corners in the lower right corner. And you can see that I have the upper left hot corner set on my screen to show me mission control. So that means if I go up to the upper left corner of my computer window, it will bring up mission control. So let's close that, and let's close this and go back to the preference pane, and let's also select the mission control icon to get to the mission control pane. By default, mission control is set up that if you press the control upward arrow on your keyboard, it also takes you into mission control. By default, mission control does not show you the spaces bar across the top. It collapses it and only shows you the names. But if you take your cursor up into that area, it then shows you the spaces that are up there right now. Spaces meaning the dashboard widget, and also this is my desktop. So let's back up a second. What is a space? Well, let's say, for example, you are working on Photoshop and you just want to see the Photoshop screen. You don't want to see any of the other windows that are open. If I create a new space by clicking on this plus sign in the left-hand corner, it creates a new space. Here you see desktop space. So what I can do, I can select this window, and I can open up Photoshop while I'm on this desktop space, and then Photoshop will only be seen in this window. So it's a way of having less clutter on your screen while you're working. So let me go back into mission control, and if I want to add more desktops or desktop spaces so that I can see separate applications in each space, I just keep adding. And you can see how they slide over, and they'll actually get smaller so that they don't fall off the screen. Let's see if I can get to that and show you that. Let's go, and when I get to a certain number, see how they're actually getting smaller and smaller so that you do see what's available on your screen. Whoops. Let's go back into there, because now I want to remove all of these, and let's remove them slowly and carefully. Alright, and then I can get on to the example that I was going to show you. Alright, so I'm back to the very first desktop I created. I'm going to click on that, and it opens up and takes me back to this desktop. So let's dismiss the preferences window, and now let's step back into Mail. So let's go to Mail, and let's also open up Text Edit. And I'm going to put both of these back into full screen view. So let's go to the green button in the upper left corner, and I'm going to set this window for the left side and click on Text Edit to go on to the right side. I want to get out of full screen view in both of these apps at the same time. So to do that, I'm going to go into mission control. Let's press Control upward arrow. It takes me into mission control, and you'll see that my spaces are in this space bar area. I have my desktop, and here is the mail and the text edit document. If I click on the double arrows in the upper left corner, both of the spaces will then come out of full screen mode and come back onto the desktop. So now again I have two floating windows. But what if I had selected only one at a time? So let's go back up to the green button and put this one back in full screen mode, and back into this other one back into the other side of the split view. If, for example, I click on Mail, and let's take Mail out of full screen split view mode. So clicking on the green button, That will take Mail out of the full screen split view mode and bring it back onto the desktop. But where is Text Edit? Text Edit is still up in Mission Control. So I'm pressing Control upper arrow to go back into Mission Control, back into the Spaces bar. And here's Text Edit in full screen mode sitting here. And to get Text Edit out of full screen mode, I'm going to click on the double arrow in the upper left corner. And now it comes down into the desktop space. And now I have both of them as floating windows. So I hope you've enjoyed this tip of how to get out of full screen split view mode a little gracefully and know where the app may be hiding if you don't see it once you get out of full screen split view mode. This is Chita Hunter. I hope this was helpful. See you next time.